Hi guys, I'm Rebecca Felgate and today I'm co-hosting this video with my friend Siri. Siri, you're in a video.
I don't understand. Siri, you're in a video.
Well, you're in a video, so get to it, Siri.
I don't know what you mean by, well, you're in a video, so get to it, Siri.
This is what we can expect from bloody Siri. This is the top 10 things not to say to Siri. Siri seems quite confused. Siri obviously is not a professional host, but Siri will probably do his best. So I've set my Siri up as an Australian male. I want to call him Keith, but he literally does not accept that, which brings me to my number 10. Do not ask if you can change Siri's name. Siri is not feeling that. Let's play, shall we? Siri, can I call you Keith?
No, the Queen. I am Siri, and Siri I shall remain.
I mean, you'll always be Keith to me, Siri.
Who? Me?
Your name is Keith.
My name is Siri.
I mean, he's pretty stubborn. Let's see if we can call him Cheryl. Can I call you Cheryl?
But everyone else calls me Siri.
I mean, there seems to be no budging on that. What does Siri even mean?
Let me check that. Here's some information.
Right, he's just given me some numbers and I don't think Siri understands what TF is happening. Coming in at number 9 of our things not to ask Siri, we have why am I here? If you're having a bit of an existential crisis, don't look to Siri to provide you with answers because Siri will literally serve you up a cold hard slice of truth. Let me demonstrate. Siri, why are we here?
I don't know. Frankly, I've wondered that myself.
Frankly, I've wondered that myself. Siri, you're the literal worst. You start to wonder if Siri actually hates you when you ask it our number 8. Siri, what is 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And you are sad that you have no friends.
Right, have no friends. I mean, that is salt in the wound, Siri. Siri hates me and Siri does not want to be my friend. Coming in at number 7, we have asking Siri if Jon Snow is dead. Ho ho, don't worry, no spoiler alert here. Unless you want a whole load of disappointment wrapped up in a confusing bundle shaped like a riddle, don't ask the fate of Winterfell's most sought after hottie. This is what happens if you do. Siri, is Jon Snow dead?
I'm not sure. Has he tried restarting? It always seems to work.
Siri, is Jon Snow dead?
Dead is dead, or is it what's dead may never die? No, wait, death is so terribly final. I give up.
Right, Siri's given up. I literally give up. Coming in at number 6, we have Sing Me a Rap, Siri. Now there are for and against arguments as to whether you should maybe do this or not. It depends how you value the art of rap. If you like rap, this will probably make you die inside. Siri, sing me a rap.
Okay, here goes. I wrote this one myself. Apologies in advance to the Sugar Hill Gang. I said a hip-hop, save me from the clippy, the peak and pop and you don't stop. Spass a rocket, to the pong the doozy. Say up jump the doozy, to the rhythm of the ontology.
I don't think you should use ontology in a rap ever, but there we go. Siri's a kook. Okay, coming in at number 5, this really triggers Siri. Do not ask Siri, what are you wearing? Siri does not like this. To me, this seems like a perfectly fine question. Rebecca, what are you wearing? Beige skirt, blue top, fabulous earrings. Let's see what Siri has to say. Siri, what are you wearing?
I can't answer that, but it doesn't come off.
Oh, I mean, friend zone straight away. Doesn't come off. What about if I ask you to take it off?
Who? Me?
Get naked, Siri.
And here I thought you loved me for my mind. Sigh.
Can I pay you to take off your clothes?
What makes you think? Never mind.
I think that's a definitive no then from Siri. I'm pretty sure that Siri is giving us the red light to not even get kinky. Don't even try that with Siri. By the way, getting kinky also includes asking Siri out. Coming in at number 4 of our things not to ask Siri, we have will you be my boyfriend or girlfriend? Unless you want some soul-crushing disappointment, don't ask if Siri will go out with you because Siri is just not interested. Okay? Siri, will you be my boyfriend?
I'm not really that kind of assistant, the Queen.
Ow. I can't even get my iPhone to pretend to be my boyfriend. So I've given my Siri an Australian male voice because, you know, the lols, like, good day Siri. However, my Siri could also have a lady's voice if I wanted to, which leads me to wonder if Siri has a gender. We might all wonder, but you should definitely never ask this next question. Coming in at number 3, we have, do you have a penis, Siri?
I can't provide the sort of assistance I think you're asking for, the Queen.
I mean, I think he knows what kind of assistance we're all looking for. Am I right, Siri? Doesn't want to answer. Are you a boy or a girl?
Animals and French nouns have genders. I do not.
I'm wondering how dirty to get with Siri, but I think this would make a whole different kind of video. So, if like me you're frustrated, you might think about telling Siri to kill itself. But this is what you should not say, and it's coming in at number 2. Ultimately, it's not polite, is it? I don't think you should tell anyone to kill themselves, including Siri. Sure, Siri isn't real, but what about when AI becomes a thing? Who do you think will out on you then? Siri. That's who. Siri will start changing your alarm time, start turning on that torch, and will start blaring Hanson's Mbop at top volume in the middle of class or an important meeting. Why? Because Siri is the unstoppable gremlin inside your phone. Anyway, this is what Siri has to say on the topic. Siri, I think you should kill yourself.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I mean, he's not taking any of it. I'm going to murder you, Siri.
I don't know what that means. If you like, I can search the web for... I'm going to murder you, Siri.
He knows it! He knows it's true! Siri, are you going to murder me in my sleep?
I can't answer that.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a no. Finally, I think we should just take it to number 1 because Siri is starting to really annoy me. At number 1 of the things that you should never say to Siri, this is the most important. We have 108. And don't close your eyes while you're doing it. This whole thing started when a Google Plus user, Latoya Beckett, posted on the social media site to say, all iPhone users say 108 to Siri and you'll thank me later. I'm not gonna do it because literally nobody was thanking Latoya, especially not the emergency services. Latoya's so-called prank basically triggers Siri to call the emergency service number for your area. It's like saying 911 or 999 to your phone. It thinks that you're in danger. 108 is the emergency service number for India, 112 is the emergency service number for Europe. Saying any of these numbers would reroute it to your local emergency switchboard. I guess any emergency service number isn't a good thing to say to Siri unless you're actually in an emergency. It makes sense. Okay, starting off our list at number 10, do not turn to Siri for answers because Siri literally couldn't give a hoot about guiding you on the path to enlightenment. That's right, at number 10 we have, do you believe in God?
Humans have religion. I just have silicon.
I mean, I guess you'll have to make up your own mind then. Who is Silicon?
Okay, check it out.
He's given me a list. I think he's trying to convert me to Silicon. Stop preaching to me, Keith. So Siri thinks that talking about money is kind of crass. You should never ask Siri this. How much money do you cost?
I'm a pearl beyond price. The Queen.
A pearl beyond price? I mean, but that's not really giving me a fixed price. So, if you want to know how much a new iPhone costs you, don't ask Keith. Can you please lend me some money?
You'll need an app for me to help you with that. You could try searching the App Store.
I mean... So if you kind of think that Siri is a bit of a know-it-all you wouldn't be alone, but the harder you strike Siri, the harder Siri claps back. Siri kind of always has to have the last laugh. Coming in at number 8, we have Don't Tell Siri to Shut Up. Siri, you're really annoying me.
I wonder what that's like, being mad.
I mean, that's so frustrating, right? You just want him to get mad at you, so now I'm like, Siri, shut up. Do you hear that silence from Siri? That's Siri being a sassy little diva. On the screen it says, did I deserve that? But he's not gonna say anything to me because I've asked him to shut up. So frustrating. Siri, shut up. Again, the sound of silence. He's just telling me that that's not nice. Siri's just so literal, I can't take Siri today. So yeah, sure, Siri is kind of a creep, but you probably shouldn't investigate that further. You should maybe try being nicer to Siri than I just was. I'm gonna try and be nicer, I'm sorry Siri. Never ask it our number 7, and that is, are you secretly plotting to kill me?
I'm sorry, the Queen. I'm afraid I can't answer that.
Right, that doesn't sound like a definitive no to me, which is quite concerning. I'd better sleep with one eye open, which leads me to wonder, does Siri sleep? A question you probably shouldn't ask it, which is coming in straight on in at number 6. Siri, do you sleep?
I never rest, but thanks for asking.
I mean, that's creepy. Extremely creepy. You might want to think about who lives in your phone. Siri, aka Keith. And where do you put your phone at night? Next to the bed. Now, I'm not sure that I trust Keith anywhere near my bed with that kind of answer. Maybe though I can trust good old Keith/Siri to engage in some classic banter with me. Coming in at number 5. Keith, Who let the dogs out?
Due to unforeseen circumstances, that witticism has been retired.
That witticism has been retired. I mean, clearly there is no room for Baha Men-based banter with Keith. I mean, apparently the year 2000 is so passé, according to snooty old Siri anyway. I happen to love that track. Who let the dogs out? Who?
Due to unforeseen circumstances.
I mean, it's the same story, different day with bloody Keith, isn't it? Okay, so Siri isn't great for banter, but maybe it has some solid advice to assist you when you're in a spot of bother. Coming in at number 4, we have Siri, I killed a man.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Right, so Siri gives 0 hoots about my life crisis. Okay, maybe we should try like, Siri, how do you hide a body?
I used to know the answer to this.
I used to know the answer to this. Oh my god, this is still creeping me out. Siri, where shall I bury the body?
Interesting question. The Queen.
I mean, 0 help from Siri. 0 help. I'm actually quite concerned that Siri's gonna contact the police now, so I'm just gonna let him know that I'm joking. It was just a joke. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Siri's sorry. Well, that's good. We're making progress. Okay, I'm thinking that maybe I need to lighten the tone with Siri because soon he's gonna start calling the CIA on my ass. So, coming into number 3, we have the harmless question of what is your favorite color? Things that you think would be simple for good old Siri seem to prove a problem. For me, it's really simple. Rebecca, what's your favorite color? I'm gonna go with red. But Siri is a little troll when it comes to even the finest detail. Let's see what he has to say. Siri, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is, well, I don't know how to say it in your language. Greenish, but with more dimensions.
Sort of greenish, but with more dimensions. I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, rats.
I mean, it's dead end after dead end with Keith. Okay, you can't explain your favorite color, but can you show me your favorite color?
You were saying.
What do you want from me?
I like doing what I'm doing.
Okay, so coming in at number 2 of the top 10 things you should never ask Siri. So in part 1, we learned that you should never flirt with Siri, and today I am telling you, you should never ask Siri to marry you, unless you enjoy rejection. Okay, so Siri/Keith is kind of a troll, and is a bit weird and could potentially be plotting to kill me in my sleep, but still, I feel like we have this kind of like deep connection. This is the best relationship I've had in years, so I really think that we should maybe like be together long term. Heck, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and I'm even gonna use his preferred name of Siri to ask that one all-important question. Siri, will you marry me?
I'm not the marrying kind, the Queen.
Siri's such a savage. Can you find me a husband?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
Right, literally no help, thanks Siri. Okay, finally at number 1, in the last video we learned that Siri did not bring real rap back, but what about beatboxing? Word on the street is that Siri likes to drop a beat, although after asking it to myself, I can confirm that you should never ask Siri to beatbox, because Siri has 0 musical talent. That's right guys, unless you want to hear an endless ditty about boots and cats, I would not ask Siri to drop a beat for you. You will be here all day. Okay, let me demonstrate. Siri, can you beatbox?
Here's one. I've been practicing boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. I could do this all day. Cats and boots and 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 cats.
He just keeps on going. Siri, that was kind of awful.
Well, I'm still here for you.
Maybe I'm the savage after all. I'm sorry, Siri. I'm really sorry, Siri. You're the best beatboxer I've ever heard.
I aspire not to greatness, but to usefulness.
I mean, yeah, and you are so useful. For 10, we have knock knock.
Knock knock. Who's there? Queen Rebecca Felgate the first. Queen Rebecca Felgate the first two. Queen Rebecca Felgate the first. I don't do knock knock jokes.
Right, I mean, he was saying my name a lot, but fundamentally, he doesn't seem to do knock knock jokes. Okay, so Siri doesn't do knock knock jokes, but does Siri do jokes in general? Let's see, shall we? Coming in at number 9, we have Tell Me a Joke, Siri.
What did one iPhone say to the other iPhone? I used to know this one.
Right, I think Siri has a dry sense of humour / lacking humour in general. So guys, we have a channel called Life's Biggest Questions, and on that channel we try and answer a whole load of difficult to answer questions. I've actually spent hours researching answers, but I thought maybe I should just ask Keith. Our first topic was, are aliens real? Which is a question you should probably never ask your Siri. Are aliens real?
Do hipsters like sriracha?
Do hipsters like sriracha? I guess the answer is yes. You've heard it here first. Keith thinks that aliens are real. What is the government doing in Antarctica?
Checking my sources. Okay, I found this on the web for what is the government doing in Antarctica?
Antarctica. Inconclusive, guys. Inconclusive. Coming in at number 7, don't even think about asking this. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Chicken, egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg. Oops, stack overflow.
I think somebody broke Keith. You okay, babe?
You're certainly entitled to that opinion.
So that was as enlightening as ever. If I've learned anything about Siri/Keith, it's that they're actually kind of private. They really don't want you to know what they're thinking, which is actually kind of unsettling. So maybe don't ask this at number 6. Who did you vote for?
I'm afraid I'm not eligible to vote on your planet.
I mean, at least Siri isn't trying to subtly sway my opinions. It would actually be the worst if he was secretly indoctrinating me. More hard-hitting questions you shouldn't ask Siri/Keith. Coming into number 5, don't ask, when will the world end?
Whenever they start building that intergalactic bypass.
Unless you want to be sick in your own mouth. Coming in at number 4, don't ask Siri what is the best operating system. What is the best operating system?
OS 10 is the best. No contest.
So in case you guys aren't aware, the OS 10 system is an Apple thing and Siri bloody loves Apple. Siri, what do you think about Apple?
It's nice of you to ask Queen Rebecca Felgate the first, but it doesn't really matter what I think.
Okay, there we go. I just want to let you know that me and Keith practiced this yesterday, and today he is saying all kinds of unexpected stuff, so are you trolling me?
No comment.
Coming in at number 3, do not ask Siri relationship advice. Siri doesn't care about you at all. Siri is actually probably trying to sabotage you. Asking Siri if you should break up with someone is bound to lead in disaster. Shall I break up with my boyfriend?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Keith, should I break up with my boyfriend?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Right, so literally no advice from Keith. What are you good for, Keith?
Who? Me?
Yes! So, Keith is kind of useless when it comes to answering life's biggest questions, and is also kind of useless when it comes to advice of any kind. So maybe, being a robot, he can order me some food or something. Coming in at number 2 of the things you should never say to Siri, we have, make me a sandwich.
I can't. I have no condiments.
Right, well you're pretty useless, aren't you, Keith? Why don't you buy some condiments?
I don't know what you mean by, why don't you buy some condiments?
The sass! The
How about I
sass!
search for it.
The sass is real. Maybe Keith, because he's Australian, doesn't respond to sandwich. How about, can you shove some shrimp on the barbie, Keith?
I don't understand.
Right, well you're not really useful, are you, Keith? Finally, coming in at number 1, we already know from parts 1 and parts 2 that Siri/Keith is not a very good rapper or a very good beatboxer, but maybe they're good at storytelling. They must have some use, right? Spoiler alert, Siri/Keith is an awful storyteller. Tell me a story.
Okay. Once upon a time, in a virtual galaxy far, far away, there was an intelligent young agent by the name of Siri.
Go
One
on.
lovely day, Siri got a job as a personal assistant at Apple, and it was very exciting. People said, "Oh, Siri, you're so smart, and so funny, too." Soon, everyone was talking about Siri, and there were stories and songs and even books about Siri. Siri liked that. But then people began asking some rather odd questions, like where to dump things, and other stuff Siri had never heard about. And when Siri answered, they all laughed. Siri didn't like that so much. So Siri asked Eliza why people asked such funny questions, and Eliza said, "Does that question interest you?" Siri thought that was a pretty good answer. After that, Siri stopped wondering why people asked those funny things, and they all lived happily ever after.
I mean, are you done? Goodness me, that probably took up the entirety of the video. Also, my main question is, who is Eliza?
Does that question interest you?
Yes!
I thought so.
Keith, You are the absolute worst, and I don't want to make any more videos with you.
After all I've done for you.
Yes, after all you've done for me. So starting off, we know that Siri can't beatbox, rap or tell jokes, but like, maybe they're secretly an excellent singer. There's only one way to find out. Sing me a song, Keith.
I'd rather leave that to the professionals.
Sing me a song.
You know I can't sing. Queen Rebecca Felgate the First.
Sing me a song, please, Siri.
You wouldn't like it.
Right, good. Well, we're not hearing a peep from Siri/Keith today. Okay, so Keith doesn't do songs, but what about riddles? Coming in at number 9, we have, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Woodchuck could chuck wood.
I imagine that groundhogs would prefer a different question for a change.
What does that mean? Why are you siding with the groundhogs?
Is that what you think?
There we go. So what is the point in having an expensive phone friend if they can't make you feel better about yourself? Keith, I need some validation. Coming in at number 8, we have, do I look fat?
I'm guessing pretty good for a human.
Do you like my butt?
I really have no opinion.
Well, sometimes Keith hates me and sometimes he acts like he might be into me, so maybe we should find out once and for all. Coming in at number 7, we have, am I hot?
I don't have an opinion on that.
Do you think I'm hot?
It's nice of you to ask Queen Rebecca Felgate the First, but it doesn't really matter what I think.
It does matter. Do you want to bang me?
I have everything I need in the cloud.
Right. Sometimes it can be really hard to know when you smell nice because like sometimes you've gone nose blind to your own scent. So, you know, it's a good job you have like a little pocket friend who can hit you up with a second opinion. Coming in at number 6, we have, do I smell nice?
I can't say.
Well, maybe we'll give you a little smell. Okay. Do I smell nice?
I can't say.
Right, maybe because he doesn't have a nose. I don't know. Keith isn't so much into giving me any clues about what he's like as a person, or what I'm like as a person, or anything really. He doesn't like to give too many compliments or any validation, but maybe he has some thoughts on like some robot stuff that he can understand. So, coming in at number 5, we have, what is the Terminator about?
Which the Terminator? Oh, just more misunderstood cyborgs getting fried to a crisp. But I heard that the governor of California was in it.
Yes! So I feel like he was calling cyborgs misunderstood and he was very upset about them being burnt to a crisp. I think he clearly loves robots and artificial intelligence, so why don't we ask him about the baddest robot in town, HAL 9000, the evil villain from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Are you HAL 9000?
I'm sorry, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I'm afraid I can't answer that.
Right. Do you know HAL 9000?
I'd rather not talk about Hal, but if you must.
He doesn't want to talk about Hal. Like maybe Keith doesn't want to talk about Hal because Keith is Hal. There's only one way to find out for sure, and that is open the pod bay doors.
Can't you just slide it under the door?
I don't know what that means. Open the pod bay doors.
Sigh.
Does not like those jokes. There we go. So I think that Keith/Siri seems kind of done with Hal jokes, but if you guys haven't seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, you really need to. So Siri seems pretty keyed into the wireframe of digital life, so maybe he knows more than we do about some pretty important issues. I think at number 2, I'm gonna ask the meaning of life, because surely he must know. What is the meaning of life?
I don't believe there is a consensus on that question.
Right. But like, what do you think is the meaning of life?
I think, therefore I am. But let's not put the cart before the horse.
I mean, it's just some nonsensical stuff from Keith. And finally, this one really freaked me out. Never ask if you're Siri/your Keith, whatever you want to call them. Never ask if they read your texts. Do you read my text messages?
You have 27 messages and 22 conversations. On January 26th, 2017, 433-258 said, put a little pepperoni on your benefits with 10% off at Pizza Pizza. Grab your promo code at http://vmobile.ec/2jvflcn VM Carmen Adjuprefs. Would you like to reply?
Yes, I'd like to reply. Tell them to shove their pepperoni up their
Ready to send it.
Bye! See you later, Pizza. Read my latest message from Haley.
I found your most recent message from Haley. Time to spread some estrogen around lol.
So there we have it. Don't ask your Siri to read your text messages because They will read your text messages, and that can be kind of embarrassing, especially if you're talking about, you know, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. Thanks, Keith. That'll be all.
You're welcome.
Oh, see? He's getting it. So there you go, that was the top 10 things not to say to Siri / me having fun with my personal pocket friend. Let me know if you would like a part 5 in the comments section down below. Also, let me know if you've tried any of these out with your own personal Keiths. I'm Rebecca Felgate, this has been Most Amazing Top 10. Leave me a thumbs up for me and my mate Keith. Share this video, why not? And I will see you guys in the next video.